back to the new note treble column. This is Rufus Philpott, and this is my creative bass column. So today I've got a cool thing for you, and I've got a cool download as well, which you can get in PDF form here. And it's all about looking at triad pairs as they occur in the Lydian mode, and we're going to do it in F Lydian because it's a simple one. Now, I'm assuming you guys have some basic knowledge of the modes, but the Lydian mode is the fourth mode of a major scale of the fourth degree. So F Lydian actually shares all the same notes as C major. It's the fourth step of C. So when we do this, when we look at F Lydian, we actually see that there are two consecutive major triads that occur off the root of the F Lydian mode and the second or ninth. So here, look, and we get an F major triad and a G major triad. These sound pretty cool when you superimpose them over an F major 7 chord. Let me show you. Here's just something I set up on the looper, and you can check it out and see what you think. So here's our loop. We're just playing an F major 7 here. Now, the sound of the, there's the F. Now G. The G major triad in particular sounds really good. I'll tell you why, because it gives you the extensions on the chord. The G is the ninth in relation to an F major chord. The B is the sharp 11. And the D is the 13th. Really pretty sound over that, isn't it? So we get. You can hear by just incorporating those, it gives the sound quite a sort of modern flavor to it, especially with that sharp 4. And we tend to learn the major scale as sort of the default scale to play on major chords, and it can be in pop music, especially very diatonic, like 1-4-5 stuff. But when you're playing in a jazz context particularly, it's really not the hippest choice to use. And this is why getting into the Lydian mode is really good, and then starting to see all these inherent kind of melodic shapes and ideas here. And a lot of improvisers, more modern guys, really guys like John Coltrane, Joe Henderson and so on, started introducing these triadic kind of superimposition ideas in their solos. So what we've got here on the examples, I've shown you the F Lydian mode, and then the F and the G major triads inherent, they're bracketed, so you can kind of see how they fit together there. And then what I've done, and you can look at this on the example, example 1 has just a very simple exercise where you're running the pairs of triads, and we run them through the root position triad, i.e. root 3rd and 5th, first inversion, which is with the 3rd as the lowest voice, 3rd, 5th up to the root above, and then second inversion, which starts on the 5th of the triad, then to the root, and then to the 3rd on top. So it's like this: root, 3rd, 5th, 3rd, 5th, root, and then 5th, root or octave to 3rd on top. That sound. And then with this one, you can go obviously F, F again, and then F again, and then it repeats. But we're doing them in pairs, so we go F, G, F first inversion, G first inversion, F second inversion, G second inversion. So you get that sound. Now, over the looper, I just kind of play this freely over this, all right? Just that little phrase there sounds kind of hip, and I'm outlining all these cool extensions of the chords because just playing a G major triad over the F gives us the 9th, the sharp 11th, and the 13th. It's a cool sound. So that's the basis for this item. And you can hear there, those little ideas I played, that were very much based on these concepts of superimposing these triads. It's really nice. And you can just practice this. First of all, run the Lydian mode. Then get used to the triad pairs. F, G, F, G, F, G. And then from there, you can start messing around with adding approach notes into these. But this is a really cool concept. The first thing you do It's like I showed you on the sheet in exercise 2. Run the inversions, or exercise 1. So we're going. triplets, like 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a. These kind of things work really well. You know, they have a modern sound. You're capturing all the hip notes in these as well. So I thoroughly recommend these. And then at the end, I've given you another little idea. I'll play this kind of. So. This is another little idea. Rather than this exercise 2. And here what I'm doing is I'm using these triad pairs, and I'm actually just approaching a half step below this F1. I'm going. That's exercise 2. This is kind of a cool one. You can catch a harmonic in if you want. This is kind of a neat idea where we've got the F and G triads, and I'm just kind of approaching into certain degrees of the triad as well to give you an interesting flavor. Notice with that one, I'm not just running the same pattern. This is running the same pattern in pairs. But this one I don't. I change it. So I go up the F triad starting on the 5th. And then I start on the 5th of the G and then down to the root of the G triad. Even just that fragment of it. It's kind of nice, you know. So you can experiment with that, but that's just like one little permutation for you. So there you have it, triad pairs over an F major chord using the Lydian mode as your basic DNA to derive the triads. Hope you dig it. This is Rufus Philpott. Visit me at rufusphilpott.com too for lessons. Thanks so much.